still talking about making every single day count, playing the maintain game. So come on and listen. What are the toughest things about maintenance for you?
The toughest things, well, you just can't let a slip up carry on for more than a couple days. It's amazing. It's just hard for me to believe sometimes. And I recall you had said this after the videotaping of the last tape. You know, all the extra training we did for the video, everybody was in tip-top form, lost about 10 pounds, everybody. And all it would take was one celebration meal, and it just seems like 10 pounds for me is like a pound for somebody else on the street. It just comes back really fast, and you have to work so hard to get it back off that it's not really worth that one meal, that one few hours of enjoyment to have to do 6 weeks of work.
Congratulations, Carol. Did anyone in this room was at a weight and maintained the weight for a while and then the weight came back on? Did anyone ever taste maintenance? Cara, come up. At one point, you had lost your weight and you were at the exact weight you wanted to be?
Yes.
Yes. Tell me about that.
It was a couple years ago, and I had lost maybe about 40 pounds, and I was very happy with myself, and it was wonderful, and I was going out and buying all the clothes that I wanted, and, you know, I was just so happy. And then all of a sudden, I think I just lost track of it, and I gained 60 pounds back, so I gained plus 20. So it's been very hard for me ever since that point, and I look at pictures of myself saying there was once a time, and I try to show people, look, I was thin at one point in my life. But
you can't remember how the thing that moved you to stop what you were doing and put on 60 pounds? I mean, there had to be something.
Oh, there was a lot that was going on in my life. I mean, and it was more emotional problems that I was having. That it was like, you know, I would look at food, that food wouldn't hurt my feelings. So I would say, oh, there's you know, some bread in my cabinet. That's not going to say no to me. So I would go right in there and I would start eating. And the more people said to me, you know, you shouldn't be eating that, the more I would go out and say, well, tough, and I would go out and do it twice as bad. And that's where my problems were, and it came back faster than you could ever imagine.
So where are you now?
I'm at the point that I'm not saying this is my New Year's resolution to lose weight, because I've tried that. That doesn't work. And I'm at the point that I have a closet full of clothes that I would kill to get into.
Are you on a program? Are you now back on? I mean, look, you just got married. There's a lot of people, you know, you get married and you don't go to, some fabulous place in Florence and order a tofu patty. I mean, yes, do you have any tofu? Get this person out of here. Fettuccine al tofu. Did you walk a lot?
I walked a lot. I did. I mean, when you're in Europe, you walk a lot, and so that helped me out. But I just now said that I have no more excuses. I used my wedding as an excuse, like I have too much planning to do, so I can't do anything. And now I've run out of my excuses, and I think I'm doing it more for health reasons. You know, I read an article that scared me about heart attacks, and it's just those kind of things. And if I have to scare myself into this, then, you know, I have to do it. But it's the clothes, you know, it's like it's going into a department store and watching my friends buy something and I can't buy anything. I don't even humiliate myself by saying, oh, I'm going to try this on and it won't fit. So, you know, I want to go into a store with a friend and say, hey, doesn't this look great, and come out of the dressing room rather than hide in there. So that's what my goal is. It's for more personal and health reasons.
What about emotional maintenance for you?
I think that I think for emotionally, I think I'm okay because I have support. You know, my husband's very supportive of me. My family's very supportive of me. So I have that support. And I think that once I reach to where I want to be, no one's going to let me, including myself. Because it's like when you get to a point, you never want to go back again. And I know me that I don't like myself now. So why would I ever do that to myself again in life? So I think that emotionally I'll be okay.
Thanks, Cara. Thanks for sharing. So, really, the emotional maintenance, I feel, makes you stronger in other ways. I think if you just emotionally get some things together in your head, and I think if many of you will agree with that, that starts it off first. You know, it's even, no matter, even if I'm doing something new, even if I have a new idea, even if I think about it, I let it swim around in my brain a little bit. I come up with the plan, and then I try to get it done. And I think it's the same with how do you maintain once you lose the weight. And many of you in this room have gone to your maintenance, have been at a weight where you really looked in the mirror and you were very comfortable, and then something happened and you maybe put on weight. It happens a lot. I mean, it is a common thing. It's not a little, oh, it happened here in Ireland and then all of a sudden we met someone else and it happened in Czechoslovakia. It happens. It happens. But to stay on maintenance, to me, it is easy. You have to do what you did to get there. And you have to do it every day. If getting up in the morning and exercising and planning your meals and freezing them and eating them at night and watching your late eating and all that stuff, if you follow through with all that, you will get to where you want to be. And then you're going to have to continue doing that to stay where you want to be. It's like these football players. You know, they play a couple weeks or something and get zillions of dollars and these huge trophies. I just want to win one big trophy one year. But then they get lazy. And like for months, they don't do anything. There's no spring training, and I sit and then when they have to go back, you know, they've lost their maintenance. They have to go back and just start all over again and watch what they eat and watch what they drink and watch what time to go to bed and, you know. So you got to do what you did to get where you are. So if you're at whatever weight you are, you got that way because you had a formula. And it was 3 days a week walking, 2 days a week exercising aerobically, 1 day a week stretching, eating out only 2 nights a week. So there was some plan that got you to your goal. And that same plan has to follow through if you want maintenance. And as you know, and as you can see with a lot of us, if you don't maintain it, it does come back. If you want to maintain your humor, you'll tell jokes and have fun. If you want to maintain your job, you will work hard and you will get there on time and you will finish your work. If you want to maintain a close family, you will write them notes and send them cute little things and call them or email them. If you want to maintain your health, you've got to do the same things. You've got to hang on to the eating regimen you promised yourself. You have to hang on to the exercise. You have to hang on to all of these things in order for you to maintain your sanity. Because that's where we usually hear the word, maintain my sanity. And yes, I think that it's important that you can look back and say, oh, I was this thin, or oh, look what I look like. That's, you know, that's fine. And that's a memory, but we're talking about now. Maintenance now, not maintenance years ago, but how do we get to maintain everything? How about maintaining our dignity? That's a very important thing to maintain. Maintaining our self-worth. And a lot of these have nothing to do with weight. They just have to do with liking ourselves. You know, as a child, I can tell you there were times when I didn't love myself. You know, at school, if I had a hard day. But for the most of the time, I thought I was terrific, even though I was overweight and obese. I thought I was cute, clever. I thought I was funny. I thought I could go into any elevator and make anybody laugh. I felt really, fascinated by myself in a way. And it had nothing to do with my weight, but I mean, I could walk up to strangers in the street and talk to them and make them laugh. I could carry on a conversation. I used to take a streetcar in New Orleans, not Desire, but a streetcar on St. Charles Avenue, and by the time and it wasn't a long ride, it was a 30-minute ride going and a 30-minute ride coming on St. Charles Avenue. And by the time I got to the end, I knew the name of every person on that streetcar, whether they wanted to tell me or not. And I found that I was not just a number on a scale. The weight as a child kept me from doing some things, but it did not keep me from having a good spirit. And it did not keep me from talking to people. And it did not keep me from liking the majority of myself. And it certainly didn't keep me from singing and dancing and celebrating my life. So think of what you're maintaining. Yes, the weight is an important one health-wise. Health-wise, it's important. But think of all the other things that you have maintained and be proud that you're making that commitment to stay where you are and feeling good about yourself. Do you understand now? Maintenance is just another part of cleaning your rainbow. All you have to do is make every day count. Every day. And just keep on doing what you did to get here. Remember that. That's the key. Just keep doing what you did to get where you wanted to be. Listen to that again. Just keep doing what you did to get where you wanted to be. And I'll see you on tape 6. Yes, the last tape. I call it Don't Stop Believing.
That will be coming up in our final 2 parts of Richard Simmons, The Colors of Your Life. So stay tuned, and I will see you in the next 2 parts. Thank you.